Hello, hello, hello. Back again live. MOBO Lowdown in lockdown. Big ups to everyone that just tuned in with Jules the Poet. A lot of gems in there. That's going to be up on the MOBO YouTube very, very soon as well. We're straight back in. Going to be talking to one of my favorite people. Another young person just shaping culture, as we know, as we talk about it. Scully, I'm looking for you. If you're in the comments, let me know. Scully, I'm looking for you. I'm looking for you. Let me see if I can find him. Big up to everyone that got involved. Honestly, Jules came with the facts, boy. With the facts. I think Scully should be joining real soon. MOBO Lowdown in lockdown. Yes.
Yo, what's going on?
And only.
What's going on? What's going on? Can you hear me all right?
I can hear you fine, man. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm all blessed. I'm all blessed. I can hear you well.
What's going on? Durag gang.
Do you know what it is, yeah? Where am I going to get a trim? Like, this is the issue. Like, where and how am I going to get a trim?
It's very true, fam. No trimming. What? How many weeks is it now? Like 11, 10 weeks?
It's scary hours right now. It's scary hours.
I all went and twisted up my hair. That's how bad it was.
No, but your hairline's looking strong. Mine's a bit, it's a bit higgity-hagger. It looks like Radio Airways for real.
Yeah. What's happening tonight? I wouldn't expect you to be on air tonight. What's going on?
Do you know what it is? I'll be honest with everyone. The energies are a bit up and down. Like, I'm happy. There's so much good stuff going on, but at the same time, there's so many questionable things going in society right now. So, like, every now and again, it's difficult to reassess how it's up and down, up and down. Do you get what I'm saying?
Let me even do your intro as well. Right now on the live MOBO Lowdown and Lockdown, we have a broadcaster, a cultural content creator, media trailblazer for the next generation.
Look at
Very
this guy.
experienced young. Look at him smiling.
Cause look at he's selling me. I respect it. I
gotta raise your price. I'm raising your price. It's Scully.
No,
everyone on the
line.
Drop your emojis for me, man. Drop your emojis. For people who don't know you, who is Scully? Where does Scully the name even come from?
I'm a professional patterner, and first of all, and the name comes from, I guess, when I was younger, I really used to like the Jolly Rogers, right? Like the symbol, the Jolly Roger, because I rated pirates because pirates did what they wanted. So like in school, from very young, I just wanted to do what I wanted to do. Like I was just like, I'm just gonna live life how I want to live life. And like I remember reading books on pirates, like literally in primary school, thinking, bruh, these youths do everything. Like they just sail about, like they even make deals with the government and they work how they want. Like there's no rules. There's actually no rules. Like so I like the Jolly Roger because to me I was like, that's a symbol of freedom, like living life entirely how you want. So I used to draw it everywhere, and then people were just like, oh, that's Scully in it. Like everywhere he goes, he drew skulls of Scully, and it just stuck. Like it just stuck. Like that was it. That was the end. Okay,
that's an interesting way that you got your name. No one never would have known, you know. You know, these times we're all making up names for ourselves. Mine was Bugsy. No reason.
Bugsy, that's funny. It just stuck. And it's funny because bare people, when they find out I have an actual first name, they're like, oh my God, you have a real name. I'm like, yeah. Like, like my parents didn't name me Scully. I was definitely never born with the name Scully. But
Facts, man. Talk to me about your background. Where are you from? Where are your parents from? What was life coming up as younger Scully?
First of all, big up George the Poet because I'm Ugandan as well, right? So my parents from Ugandan. I'm a first generation immigrant. I've come over from Uganda, kind of. I guess I was born here.
Yeah.
I feel so connected to Ugandan people and being Ugandan because of my parents and what they influenced into me, like how they raised me up. I guess I've always had an interesting view on my blackness from very young because of how they spoke to me, how they raised me. I was born in Croydon, Mayday Hospital. Yeah. 1993. That's a legendary hospital. So many legends were born there. Stormzy's, I'm guessing Kirk and Conan were probably born there. It was sick, man. Big up Versatile saying Uganda taking over. Big up Dutch Belly because that I don't know tune is hard. Yeah. And big up Rose as well, and Carly, my big boss Carly, she's sick.
Rose has been making me laugh on Twitter recently, man. Too funny.
Rose is the funniest, man. Rose is the funniest.
Honestly. So you grew up in South, yeah? What
So
was
now
that like?
I was
Oh,
born in Croydon.
Born in Croydon. Yeah.
Lived there till I did primary school there.
Okay.
Then in secondary school, my older cousin had a little bit of a passer.
Yeah.
So without getting too into it, I got sent out to Southampton to secondary school.
Oh, really?
So I did secondary school down there, yeah.
Southampton. What was that like?
Yeah. What do you know what, yeah? A lot of people have the idea of it being mad country. But it's not. It's a city. Like it's another city. Like they got a mall there. Like you know, Stormzy came here for college. He was doing his apprenticeship here. Like
Okay.
It's very like they had their own Black Lives Matter march the other day. Like it's very. It's obviously not the size of London, but it's very comparable to like Croydon in itself.
Okay.
Obviously, just not the same ethnic makeup. Like it's not as like Croydon. Growing up in Croydon, yeah, you don't realize that black people are a minority.
Yeah.
You don't realize you know, in fact, you don't realize minorities are a thing because it seems like there's such a breakdown of Asian people, black people, white people that you just think everything is just that's it. That's how life is. When I got to Southampton, I was like, wow, like there's more white people than everything else. And like there was a lot of black people. There's a lot of Caribbean people, West Indian people. Sorry, in Southampton as well. So there's a lot of West Indian people, and it's kind of flooded out with more and more. As we get displaced and London becomes more gentrified, people get moved out. They're moving out to places like Essex, Southampton, ones that are not too far from London. It's like an hour in, but you can get in and out. But that's when I first was probably because when I was younger, I was aware of me being Ugandan. Because my friends were Nigerian, they were Jamaican, they were Trinidadian, they were Bangladeshi. There were all these different makeups. They were Irish, all of this, yeah. And so I was like, I'm Ugandan because there's not that many Ugandans. There's a lot of Ugandans in the south, but there's not so many that it's like, you know, Nigerians have Flygerian, and it's like, yo, Nigerian, and then like Ghanaians, there's bare of you. So like, if you're Ghanaian, you're Ghanaian, and it's like it's another thing. People pick up the slang, like everybody says Charlie, like, but people don't know about Ugandans as much. So I was aware of how Uganda was. When you got to Southampton, it's a big Irish, Polish, West Indian makeup. Okay. Quite a few Asian people as well, like Pakistani and Bangladeshi, yeah. So instead of being aware of how Uganda was, I was aware of how black I was. Like,
and how was that for you?
It was never really an issue. I've always been someone who communicates with a lot of different types of people in different ways. I think it's a good thing because it gave me an ability to communicate with more people from more different backgrounds, which obviously helps the further you go along in your career. If I came in just a young brother from Croydon who only knew how to talk to people from Croydon, it might be an issue. But I know like how to like keep it calm in certain situations and move forward. And yeah, it's always, I guess it's helped.
Facts. What is like the Ugandan thing? So you say like Ghanaians, they have Charlie, Nigerian, Flygerian. What is the world missing out on about Ugandans?
What are they missing out on?
Yeah.
We got Gerald, he's in the comments right now, yeah. Gerald, what would you say? Leave an Insta comment and say what would you say is, because I'm not too sure. I would say I don't know, you know. I don't know. I wouldn't say it's a word. I think we're just fun-loving people. Do you know what it is, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know what, you know. Yeah, Chris said it before I could get there. Drinking alcohol. Ugandans, we love to drink, we love to dance, we love to have fun. Like, I could drink, I could genuinely drink every day without it being a problem. Like, if I had the time. I just enjoy it, yeah. Like, they talk about Waraji. Waraji is like, so what you need to learn about Ugandans is we pronounce our R's like L sometimes, yeah? So Waraji is pronounced Waraji, yeah? And it's
Waraji,
like, it's like 75%, 80%. It's stronger than Ray, basically.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, it's a drink.
Homemade rum, yeah. It's like banana, pineapple. You get enough flavors. Like it will make you lean. Like, bro, it's not a game. Like it's not a game. It's the type of alcohol that like you black out. And the next day, it's game over. Like it's game over. If you're not used to it, obviously I'm Ugandan. It's in my blood, innit? So it's like, but if that's not your usual tipple of choice, it may be a problem.
All right, cool, guys. Remember, you can ask your questions in the question box as well. if you have any questions for Scully. Everyone's laughing. Now we're all gonna think Ugandans just drink. That's it. But you said you're fun-loving people.
Well, no. Okay, cool. Let me give you another answer as well. We are known for our drinking, but we are also, per square meter, we have the most entrepreneurs. So it's interesting to hear what George was talking about. Yeah, because a lot of Ugandan people are entrepreneurial. So they're going to make their own businesses, whether that's like selling oil or selling warrior itself or making clothing, all of these things. Like, we're very entrepreneurial in spirit. Like, we're very happy to go and make our own lifestyles, our own and that's why I think it's quite interesting listening to people like George, or like when I look at people like Daniel Kaluuya, who are obviously famous Ugandans. I'm like, oh, it makes sense. Like, when I was growing up, my parents like do education, like, but I'm looking at the other Ugandans who are like coming through, and I'm like, it makes sense. Like, this is really kind of what I was going to do.
It's adding up. It's adding up. My girl's half Ugandan. She's never told me any of this.
Half Ugandan, half what?
Yeah, half Ugandan, half Jamaican.
Oh, that makes sense. Jamaican people love Uganda.
Pardon?
Jamaican people love Uganda. I don't know what it is.
Yeah?
People often think I'm Jamaican as well. My barber has been cutting my hair since I was 8 years old, like since before I went to secondary school,
Yeah.
And he only found out a couple months ago. He was like, what, you're not Jamaican? I was like, Panga, bro, like, when have I ever spoke to you in patois? Like, when have you ever, like, where did you get that from? He's like, I don't know, man, it's just your energy. Like, I just assumed you're Jamaican. I was like,
oh, I swear.
Yeah.
Fair play. Let's get into more of your career, though. So you did the uni thing, journalism, I believe, or?
So yeah, I did go to uni. I went to uni late, so I did a bit of college, but I dropped out. I wanted to so I did a year of college, and then I was like, I want to go back to London. Like, I always felt best at London. Big up my Uncle Mike, rest in peace. Most summer holidays, I'd be there. I'd have to be with him, or I'd be in Uganda. Like, my parents sent me to Uganda, or I'd be back in London, right? So it was one or the other. And my Uncle Mike lived in Catford, and like, I'll just be going around. There's an industrial part there. I used to have a JD or McDonald's. I'll be up and down there, like, on my bike, having fun. My older cousin Susan, my other cousin Mo, like, that would just be summer, right? And I remember being like, I don't really know what I'm going to do. I want to work in music. I'm not sure what I want to do, but I think I want to be a journalist or an A&R. Like, I knew those were the two things I wanted to do. So I was like, cool, I'm just going to go back to London. Like, majority of my family's there. Like, it's going to be calm. Let me just go. So I moved back up. And for a bit, I was just working. But I thought, okay, I probably should go to uni. Like, I can get into uni. My teachers, like, from secondary school sent a letter to a uni, Anglia Ruskins in Essex. Yeah. They're like, this guy's smart, and like, even though he didn't finish college, he's got the capabilities, let him go. And I was like, all right, cool. Let's get him into university. So I've got into university.
SLE said sign him. He's ready, by the way.
Sign him, yeah?
Yeah.
We'll talk.
You got into uni.
So I've got into uni, and I'm enjoying uni, but like, not really because of learning. And I'm someone who enjoys learning. Like, I enjoy my mind being stimulated. I enjoy reading books. I enjoy finding out new information. But university doesn't feel like, it's the same reason I enjoy college, and towards the end of school, it feels like I'm regurgitating information, and I'm just reading books to like memorize what's in the book and then write it down in a test. I don't think like I'm being tested for my actual ability.
Yeah.
And I like using cognitive thought processes and cognitive ability. Like, that's the stuff that really gets me going. Like, give me a problem, I like to solve it. So I'm in university and I'm not feeling any of that. So I've done a year. I barely got past. Like, I've just about got my my essays in, like, before the end of the term. All of this. I got into the second year, and in the second year, like, in that summer, I must have had a Twitter, and I'm like, I've been writing articles for a bit anyway. So like, I must have written a couple articles. I'm running a blog with my mate Pete Simmons. Big up Pete. He's an A&R at Universal now. He worked at BBC One Extra for a little bit. He worked with Charlie early on, and so we're running this blog, and like, he's getting a bit of job light, and I'm like, not quite getting the same amount of light. And looking back on it, and I thought this, but I never blamed Pete. But it was definitely because Pete is he was a young white male, and I was a young black male. So like, I was thinking, this guy's getting forwarded into positions that I think I could do. And not just I think I can do, he's literally talking to me. He's on the phone every night. He's like, bro, you could do this. Like, you could 100% do these jobs. Like, we have the same music interests. We run the blog together. Like, you could 100% do it. But I'm not getting these calls up to
Really?
produce for the radio station. I'm not getting calls up to get a quick A&R flipping job at the label, all of this stuff. And I'm thinking, rah, like, why is
What's
this?
happening?
So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Was it a
so,
music vlog, yeah?
mm,
It was a music
what's that?
vlog. It was a
Yeah, it
music
was
vlog.
called Push. It was Push. So,
Okay, yeah.
it was a sick blog online, then became a Facebook group, similar to The Basement. So, like, we invited you, and there's like a kind of best kept secret, but it wasn't really a secret. Like,
Okay.
bare A&Rs in it and that. It was sick. Like, we
Yeah,
were loving
yeah,
it at the time. And so I'm just thinking, bro, why am I not getting the jobs that Pete is getting? This is painful, but it is what it is. Like, I make my way. And Pete's like, bro, you need to do something because you deserve it. You can do this. He's always believed in me. Big up him. And he kind of just said, listen, let's just focus on the blog, and through the blog, eventually somebody will be like, you need to, like, you'll get it. You'll come through. So
yeah.
don't
So
trip.
you're still doing uni this time or not?
I'm still doing uni.
Okay.
So, like, but I'm just doing funny tweets and writing articles. And can I swear on here?
It's a family-friendly show.
Alright, cool. So I'll censor it.
Yeah,
So basically, I'm watching Vice at the time, and I've just gone up on Vice and just been like, rah, like, I must have just watched a video or documentary of Vice and just been like, rah, are y'all N-words hiring? And someone from Vice at the time, an amazing producer, he brought in a few people. His name's Alex Hoffman, big him up because he's always been a big mentor figure for me. He's DM'd me and been like, yo, like, you're funny. Like, I've seen your tweets before. Like, you're actually funny.
Yeah.
Like, so I understand that, like you're probably just taking a shot in the dark with that tweet, innit? But like, but like, I happen to have just seen your Twitter. I've just gone through it now. You're actually jokes. Do you want to come in and do an internship? I can't give you a job, but like, I think it's worth just taking a punt on you.
Or for funny tweets, you know. How old was you at that time?
I must have been 18, 19.
Wow. Okay.
So yeah, I've jumped in there and started doing an internship with Vice. That was a lot of fun. We did some amazing stuff. So I remember one of the first things I worked on was getting Big Nasty to answer questions about EastEnders. So like he put out a tweet like, yo, I'm gonna talk about these episodes of EastEnders. What do you lot think? And yeah, like that did really well. And they're like, oh, you've got good ideas. Like, it gave me a chance to do some reviews and like put me in a magazine, which is a big deal because you know when you grow up and you're thinking, yo, this magazine's sick. And then one day, this stuff in there, I was like, bro, this is sick. Like, I'm in Vice. Like, I'm doing it. Like, I'm doing it. You know, like that. And yeah, so basically after that, he's kind of got me going into music videos. He's like, I want you to find your niche in it. Like, I want you to find the thing.
This is all Alex is pushing you.
It's Alex, Pete, all the people around me, all my friends. Like, because I said from earlier, I was like, yo, I'm going to be a documentary maker. Like, I'm the best placed person because of my upbringing. I'm the best placed person to be able to tell stories that are underrepresented in the black community. That's why I do what I do. Like, I've always wanted to communicate stories. I've always been like, my biggest hero is, and I always tell people, I am the black Anthony Bourdain. Like, because culture comes through many different conduits, but it's all about communication. So food is a communicator. That's what Anthony Bourdain talked to people through. He'd go to different areas, whether that's Congo or New York, and be like, this is what they eat here, and you find out the people. Our language is a culture. Fashion is a culture. My thing that I grew up playing, involved in, I was in the church band, like I grew up around certain MCs and that. I was like, wow, so music, that is my thing that I can talk to, communicate. But I remember growing up, and because I was a reader, my parents read newspapers and all of this, I was reading reviews and I was like, rah, these lot don't get it. Like, they're writing about the new Gigs album that's come out, or they're writing about flipping whatever's going on in the US, whoever I was into at that time, like Lil Wayne and that, like the mixtapes, and they don't get it. Like, they actually don't understand. Like, as much as they think they understand, they do not understand. Like, this is a middle-aged white man who's commenting on a culture he's not a part of. He's outside of. Like, he might go to the shows, but he doesn't go to these shops. He's not around these people. He's not living and breathing it. So that's when I put down, I used to play bass guitar. There's a bass guitar right there, actually. I used to play that. I was like, cool, I'm putting this down, and I am going to be the person who writes about music. Because everybody wants to be the rapper. Everybody wants to be like the singer, all of this. The only thing I really passed in college was I need a BTEC in music performance. So that's why I'm always singing on no signal. Like that, I actually sung and got my distinction. I passed that, but I was like, no, I'm gonna put this down. I'm gonna be the person who writes about it, because nobody is writing about it while being from it and within it to my level. At the time, that was like something that felt quite foreign. We were seeing it in America, but we weren't really seeing it here. So that's why I fast forward. I've gone towards running the blog and then going to Vice.
Okay.
But I still wanted to make documentaries and that. But Alex is like, listen, I know I've got you an internship here. Yeah. I can't just put you on a Vice documentary. Like, you can't just be like, cool, I'm talking about rap in South London. I'm Scully, I'm 19 years old. I'm halfway through uni. Like, I'm like, it don't work like that. Like, you need to work your way up. You need to do these bits. And also, there's other things you need to show you can do and what else you're good at, etc., etc. Like, you need to kind of see what's going on. So I was like, all right, cool, let's get it. Let's see what's going on. So I've done a couple music videos. I did a music video with Charlie XCX. I was the assistant director for that early on. Did one with like Darky Freaker, people like that, and I enjoyed the music video stuff. But that's when I was like, oh, maybe I'm not more of a director, because I always wanted to be a director, and I still hopefully will one day direct a film. Like, I still want to do that. But I was like, maybe that's not my like path, my lineage right now. Maybe I'm a better producer because I can do the production thing. And then also through that, Alex, not just Alex, but a few people were like, yo, you've got a really like dulcet voice. Like, your voice is really like, there's just something about your voice in it. Like, it would be perfect for you to speak on radio because I can listen to you talk. Okay. And I was laughing because I was like, everyone hates their voice in it. Like, no one likes it. No one likes it. You're not just saying this in it. Like, you're not just saying it. But like, it was something I got a lot. Like, I was just getting it more and more and more. And people were like, nah, your voice and like the way you break down concepts, you understand how to like listen to something, and like, if you understand the concept, you understand how to make it palatable for someone else. You know how to break stuff down and communicate that. Like I was saying, communication is key. And I was like, all right, cool. I guess that's part of telling stories. I grew up listening to radio, so like...
Yeah, so where did your radio career come in, and what age are we at now?
So I'm still about 19 going on 20.
Yeah.
I'm just about going to my second year of uni,
Yeah.
And Pete suggested radio to me because he's got this job at 1Extra now.
Yeah.
Alex has suggested it and a couple people advised because they're like, yeah, they like your voice works in it. Go and do radio. Like, people are just saying it, so I'm like, cool, I'll try it because I grew up listening to like Annie Mac and Surgery.
What was your go-to radio?
I like Zane Lowe because Zane Lowe picked a bit of everything, and I like everything.
Okay.
So I was like, cool, that makes sense. I'm going to go like listen to that because this way I can get a breadth of music. When I was younger, all I did was listen to music. All genres, everything. I would take it all in. I was like, this is very necessary. I need to learn music. So I'd listen to just bare different types of music. And Zane was the guy for that. Then obviously Westwood, Saturday nights. I remember doing dubious things with my friends in Peugeot 206. Like, driving around listening to Westwood on Saturday nights. Like, don't worry about what we were doing, but Westwood was the soundtrack. And like, yeah, Kiss, Logan, that was a big time. I remember when the first time we moved out of London, I remember Choice FM not being, because I remember being so angry about moving out of London, and I remember being like, Choice FM was on my mum's radio, and she's driving, and we get to like, certain parts, and it's just gone, and I was just like, wow, what's it? Because I didn't understand bandwidth at that point. I just thought radio was like,
radio,
Yeah, I was like, it's a national station, innit? But these times, I'm just getting out of, we're just moving out of London, and just at one stage, Choice just isn't there. I'm like, bruh, what's this, bruv? Like, what's going on here? Like, what do you mean Choice FM is not a national station? That was my first, like, all right, cool, like, you can get the little stations there. So they suggested radio. I'm like, I've listened to enough radio. Let's just try it.
Yeah.
They told me about Represent, this little station in South London. They take on like young broadcasters, give them a chance to like do what they need to do and like kind of cut their teeth. So I'm like, bun it, let me just try it. Let me just jump in, see what happens. So I've gone to Represent, and on my first day, bear in mind, so don't forget, when I'm coming back to London in my summer holidays, visiting my uncle, staying with my cousins, all of this, I'm Croydon, I stay in Croydon. One of my cousins lives in Mitcham, which is Croydon CR4. I don't really go out of that area. Because obviously, remember, it used to get sticky them times. Or I'd be in Catford with my uncle. Yeah. And that's it.
Okay.
This is Queens Road, Peckham, I'm like, like, bro, what's going on? Like, is it going to be on top? Like, is it?
Yeah,
You can't, like, I remember just walking down into Represent and like, it was all calm. Everyone welcomed me. There was a load of young presenters who are all doing bits now. Kenny All-Star, Reese Parkinson, Snoochie Shy, flipping, there was bare people. I think Jams was still there, Jams Supernova at that time. Like, all these people have gone through amazing stuff. Jeremiah Asiyama was there. Like,
Afro B there at one point?
Afro B was there actually when I started. Afro B was there. Bro, like, it was just a hub of creativity. Like, it was sick. And on my first day there was a girl who was doing her first show, and she was a little bit nervous, let's say. Like, she wasn't really ready to like do the show. So big up Gavin and Adrian. They were like, yo, like, why don't you just jump in and like just see, like, help her out, kind of talk along with her, see if she like feels a bit more comfortable. So I was like, yeah, cool, whatever. Jumped in. I've never done radio before. Just started talking. It's calm. We finished the show. It was all good. Came out. Gavin and Adrian were like, "You're a natural." Like, that was like, I can't, like, have you practiced before any of this? I was like, no, never done that. They was like, "You're a natural. Come back next week, same time. Let's do it." I was like, "What?" They was like, "Yeah, that's it. Like, you don't have to go to your training. You're gonna produce a show and all of this." So I was producing. Dr. Cosmic's Play Dirty show with Captain Colan. Like, when that was still on Represent, I was doing that on Saturday nights with him. Big up Cosmic, that's my guy. That was sick as well because, like, obviously he's from Croydon and that area, innit? So it was like sick to have somebody who's like a little bit older than me, but like I can see where he's going on his journey, and I'm researching, and I'm like, cool. One day I'm gonna have the big German whip, like, cause like I'm gonna go around like these times, like he just started managing Crypto Conan as well, so he had money coming both ways because he was a DJ as well. I remember he had one week he had a white Beamer, and then the next week he had a white Mercedes, and I was like, I can't wait to switch whips. Like, oh, that's gonna be me, boy. Like, that's gonna be me. It's gonna be sick. But so I was producing his show and doing the training, but like obviously Crypto Conan are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And, like, the album's about to drop, and he's got to do more shows, more tours. He's managing and DJing for them. So like sometimes he can't really make the show, and he's just like, yeah, cool, like just take control when I'm there. And like it's ended up that I'm doing most of the shows, and he's like, yeah, cool, like why don't you just have the show? Like, why don't you just have the show? So I ended up doing a Saturday night hip hop show.
No way.
Because he was just busy, and I was like, rah, like, this is my show now. But obviously I got moved, they didn't keep to me. I think Kenny got it in the end, which makes sense, because he's the hip-hop guy. But they gave me a slot eventually. They're like, yeah, this is your slot, do what you want with it. And from there, I kind of just stayed at Represent, worked my way up, started working there, and then I was a playlist manager after some years. But before that, I guess what's important to note is that I dropped out of university because I was doing so much at Represent.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It was my second year in uni, and we were getting towards summertime, and we were doing a module on broadcast journalism. And obviously I've been at Vice these times, and I'm a Represent, I'm doing loads of radio, and those are two things I picked: magazine journalism and radio. And I remember a couple lessons I had to teach my lecturer how to do some things in Audition because I've learned them in rep. Really? And then I remember in the magazine module, I wasn't really being taught anything either. And I was like, right, this is a bit, I'm not being stimulated, you know what I'm saying? I'm paying 6 bags a year to not learn anything. In fact, in one lesson, I'm actually teaching my class. This doesn't make sense. So I said, yeah, I'm done. I remember one time I was like, I'm not going back. I remember going back, like, I lived with my boy, shout out, and I was like, yeah, I'm just not going back to uni. He's like, you sure? I was like, I'm just not going back. Like, I'm not learning anything. Like, I'm not being stimulated.
How was it telling your parents?
I didn't tell my parents for 2 years.
You never told them you dropped out?
Until the time for me to graduate came, and they're like, you're not getting ready to graduate. I was like, Mum, Dad, do you know what it is, yeah? Like, wow. I didn't finish. I just didn't finish, like I just stopped. And they're like, what? Are you mad? Like, what have you been doing all this time? But at the same time, these times, Rep was like doing some bits, and I'd done a bit of like, I was in a newspaper here, and I was like, a TV thing here, and like all of this, and like certain things were coming up, and they were like starting to see the pattern. They were like starting to be like, all right, cool, that was terrible, but at the same time,
they can
you're
see.
like making. Oh yeah, I do, but they're young, like they're young.
Okay.
This like one of my brothers is 16.
Yeah.
So he's getting ready for uni. The other one is 12. The other one is 10.
Okay.
So they're young.
You're the oldest.
Yeah. And I always encourage them to finish education.
Been told for 2 years.
Listen, I've made all the bad mistakes so that my brothers don't have to. Like, that's what I was telling them. I've done all the worst things so they don't have to do anything like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was just like, I was all right. Like, the thing is, my parents knew that I was like a grinder. Like, my mum even says, like, she's like, you'll always make a way in it. Like, so I was like, there was a time when I was working at Pret a Manger. I'd start at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
And then I'd finish at 10. And then I would go to Vice. So I was living in Shoreditch. I'd go straight to Vice at 10:30. And I'll be there till at 5. Then I'll go to training and represent at 6.
Wow.
And I'll do that till about 9. And then I'll go home, sleep, do the same thing. And that was me. That was just me for
That's
like.
it. Even on that, yeah. Because a lot of people will see you now and like, they will love where you've got to, but how important is the hustle? Like, you can't skip the hustle? Do you know what I mean? There's no fast track.
The hustle is flipping invaluable. Like, so I had a meeting with Darkus like a couple of years down of my journey. I'll get back into the journey in a bit, but I remember speaking to Darkus, and again, because I've known what I wanted to do, everything I'm doing today, and shout out my friends who are locked into this life, they will tell you, I've said from early I'm going to do it. Like, if I've said I'm going to do it, I've actualized it. And thank God, because it's a lot of prayer. But it's a lot of, and I guess that's why my mum believes in me as well. Like, because I pray on stuff and I actualize stuff. So I'm like, I want to do this, so I'm going to do it. Like, and like, it doesn't always happen how you expect. But like, even like working with labels, like somebody just brought me in to go do something with Twin.
Yeah.
So I've met Twin, and Twin's introduced me to Darkus on my first day. He's obviously like the head of Island Records, like a black head of a label. And I'm thinking, how do I get to be like you?
Yeah.
I asked him, I said, Twin, how do I, no, not Twin, so I asked Darkus, how do I get to be like you where you are? Like, how do I get a job with you and work my way up? He said, bro, you're 23 years old, 22 years old, I think at this stage, one of them. And he's like, you're already in the right process, because it's not simple for us. It's not like some people just get a job at like 20, 21 in the label and then that's them. It's not simple. You have to work our way. We have to grind. And the number one thing I can say to you is make a lot of tea. Because when you make the good cups of tea, that's when they invite you back. And you keep going. And I was like, it's mad, because at the time I wasn't really trying to hear it, because I was like, Darkus, you know how much tea I've made? I've made tea. When I've done these music video shoots, before I made it to assistant director, I was the runner. I was making tea. Like, when I've gone to represent, I'm trying to convince him to give me more shows. I'm making tea. I'm thinking, Darkus, I made bare tea.
I've been making tea.
He's like, how many cups of tea do you think you've made in the last, like, since you started this industry? I'm like, probably like 1,000. He goes, I probably made 10,000, bro. You got time, like, keep going, like, don't worry about it. But yeah, I guess the reason I got to Darkus anyway was because of everything I was doing to represent. Represent, I become playlist manager by just hanging about every playlist meeting, and because I like so many different genres of music, I'm like, okay, it makes sense for you to sit across all these music genres because you actually like most of them. So I've sat there and I've listened to so many of them, and that the represent playlist kind of got a lot of light, and it was very highly rated by people.
Okay, so then you get the phone call from that.
Yeah, so like Ireland are like, cool, do you want to come intern here for a bit? And I'm like, yeah, cool, I'll go do that. So I've gone and done that, and I've met Darkus, but like in the end I didn't get a job. And I was like, cool, no skill on money. I was like, we'll try the next thing. Like, I've gone and worked with Excel for a bit, and like I've done some consultancy there. I've been there like a year, but I've still not got the job. I'm still represent. These times I'm probably like 24, and I'm like, I'm thinking of quitting. In fact, I even enrolled to another uni. Like, I got the uni card, everything. Like, I was proper thinking of quitting. I said, this is not gonna bang. It's not going well. Like, cool, whatever.
Yeah.
So I've got to just go back, do my degree, but I'm not gonna do journalism. Journalism doesn't bang. These times I've already worked in a newspaper, all of this stuff. It's not gonna bang. I'm going to do sociology because, like I told you, I like communicating. I like telling stories. Always working in documentaries. So I'm gonna do sociology or anthropology. That hasn't like as I'm there putting in the card, like the uni card, and I've got it, and I remember I got it laminated. I'm thinking, I'm really about to do this again. That's peak, bro. These times I'm working part time at Labrooks, like the betting shop.
Yeah.
In the Heath, in Fulton Heath, and I remember seeing Sleeks from Section.
Yeah.
And I've been onto him because I was always like, I've always been about coordinating. So like I've seen those guys about. Like when I'm with my cousins, I'm like, wow, God, I'm sick of what you're doing for rap and all of this. And like I've seen Sleeks, and I'm like, he's just come in, like must have done quick football better than that. And he's not clocked me at first. And he looks again, he's like, raw, Scully, like yeah. He's like, bro, like what are you doing here? And I'm like, I'm working, bro. And he's like, but you're Scully, like.
But you're yeah.
I'm thinking, but you're Sleeks, like. You used to tell me I'm Scully. Like, what? Like, what's this? Like, and I've seen a couple other people. Shouts out to Yank Boogie. I've seen like A2 came in, must come in one time, or like was about, saw me on my way to work, and all these people from the end, and they're just like, yo, but you're Scully, like you should just go and do the job that you know you can do, innit?
Yeah, go and do it, yeah.
So like I'm thinking, I'm like, it's near my 24th birthday. I'm like, I'm gonna drop this job. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'm gonna go back to uni. That same time, I get a call from these people that I've met years back. And like I said, I was always begging to do presenting jobs. And
Yeah.
So I met these people from Lemonade Money, and I'm like, yo, like I'm gonna be a TV presenter. I'm gonna be sick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the greatest ever. Like, you need to hurry up and hire me. They're like, bro, you're 18, like you're not ready. Like,
yeah.
I've forgotten about it. Fast forward to my literally the week before my 24th birthday. Big up Loudmouth Louis, if he's in the building right now, Lou Melvin. Again, another mental type figure for me. And James Grant as well, who I met years before. They've called me up and they're like, listen, we're not offering you a presenting job, but we know that you can do this production stuff. You've done the playlist management. You've done like all this stuff with radio. Like you've got your eye on this. We've seen you work hard for a while, a good 5-6 years. Would you like to come and work on this project that we've got coming? And the project was Yo MTV Raps.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, with Poet and Snoochie, who I obviously know from Snoochie. I know from Represent. Poet I know because I've just been about. And I remember Poet before Poet was like, obviously Poet was like kind of hood famous, but he wasn't who Poet is now.
Yeah.
Rouge I've met. And again, they're two people who pushed me into presenting. This is like before I was a presenter, I did radio, I was thinking about it. And I remember I met them, I was like, I want to do this in the industry, but I don't know how I'll get there. They're like, bro, you can do it. You've got this good energy. Just go and present. Go do the radio thing and see where you get. And so it's amazing that years later, and I've already built this friendship with those guys.
Yeah.
I'm being brought in to help produce this TV series with them. I'm like, rah, this is sick. Like, this is, I'm going to get on TV. And at this point, I'm like, not even sure if I'm still going to get to be a presenter. But I'm like, rah, like, at the very least, I'm going to get to work in TV. Like, you know the Kanye quote, if you reach for the stars, if you don't quite make it, at least you'll fall on a cloud. Yeah, that's what I'm like. I'm like, at least I can be a good TV producer, director. Like, at least I'll be in the industry. This is it. Gonna get my first TV credit. This is live. And I think basically I got there. It was an amazing project. We pulled it off. I did bare work on it. I was so happy. Big up Louis every time. Big up James. Big up the whole Lemonade Money family. Hopefully you see some more work with me and them soon. But and this time with me more in front of the camera. I'm going to say that.
Putting it out there. There's been so, like, even in you sharing all that you've done, people won't know because a lot of people are now knowing you for No Signal. So how did that journey come about? How did There's No Signal come about? Ns10v10, all of that.
Like I said, these times I'm putting in groundwork. And the mad thing is, after we've done Yo MTV Raps, and I'm thinking, I'm done a bus, like, it's game over. Bro, I still got to work. Like, I still got to work. Like, I remember being on the block with one of my older cousins who was into doing this stuff, and like, basically I had to do him a favor because I was like, I need to make my rent money. And I was just thinking, like, I remember one of Tyler's in this chat, but one of my boys, Tyler, I was explaining to him the duality of my life. I was like, bro, I've just worked on this TV show and now I'm literally on the block waiting for somebody for my cousin. Like, this makes no sense. Like, when is my time? When am I gonna be out of here? Like, when am I gonna be out of here? And the next year after the MTV Raps, BBC apologized me and they're like, yo, you've been putting in mad work. You've done this label work. You got yourself a plaque. You got TV credits. Come and work at the BBC. And I was thinking, sick. This is it. Finally, it's like 6 years after flipping Pete's done it and he's gone and got his job and all of this. Like, they're finally hollering me. Like, I'm gonna put on the BBC. And also, that's the ultimate. Like, at that point, I know there's no going back to uni because once my parents see the BBC badge, I'm vindicated in my choice. It's like, I've done this. I've done this. So I'm like, yeah, cool, sick. Big up BBC, let's go. Big up Mr. Jam, Carleen, who I said earlier. Everyone who I met at the BBC, bare people, too many today. Mark Stripple, Alex Lawless. It was a great year. I learned a lot. But ultimately, I enjoy producing, and I do enjoy producing, but I felt I didn't have enough room to make the content that served the people that I wanted it to.
Okay.
I'm somebody who gets very tired of red tape. I told you, my whole ethos is built off pirates. I want to do what I want to do. when I want to do it, and like there's too much red tape. And at the second point as well, at first I got hollered by Copper 90 last year. I was presenting things with them, and I was like, I'm stuck between being a producer and a presenter, and I'm not getting enough time to present here. And I'm also not producing my best ideas. So it's like, why am I actually here? Like, what's actually going on? So towards the end of the year, I big up that year. Like I said, I won an ARIA, thank God. So I'm like, for those of you who don't know, that's like the BAFTA level flipping radio award. I basically won a radio BAFTA. We did MTV Rap Series 2. I did that, completed that. It was sick as well. And yeah, just so many blessings. But I was like, I need to leave. I'm gonna focus on this presenting stuff for a bit because I was deep in it. I was like, I'm 26. I'm gonna be 27. I'm gonna be 27 on Sunday, innit?
Oh, wicked! Happy birthday for Sunday.
Thank you, bro. But I was like, yo, like, I do not have a wife. I do not have children. I do not have a mortgage. And everybody was talking to me like, yo, when you have all these things, it's very hard to leave your day job to chase your dream. And I became super aware of the fact that I didn't have those things, but I was looking to have those things like in the next 5 to 10 years, whenever it comes in. So I was like, rah, big up Lady Alicia, you know, she's one of my favorite interviews ever. But I'm like, rah, I ain't got these things. So that I should drop out of work now and go and flipping chase my dream. Go and chase my dream because why not? There's no other reason not to. So I've left work. I've left my job at the end of 2019, and I'm like, 2020 is going to be my year. I have like this copper stuff lined up. I'm going to discuss bare football. I'm going to the Euros with them. I'm going to flipping, you know, do more radio, and like I had stuff that I was waiting to do with Vice because obviously I've always kept in contact with Alex.
The relationship.
We get better and better, and he's like, bro, you produce, but I'm watching also the stuff you're presenting, and you finally like. You've got there. You're there. So like, we're having conversations and we presenting. I'm like, I'm going to do it. Like, we're going to meetings. March 2020, or maybe late March, maybe early April. I'm walking to the Vice offices for another meeting about something we're going to film. I get a text. Corona's been local in it, but like, we're not really taking it seriously. I get a text. Vice offices are shut. We can't film with you today. Like, we don't know when it's going to happen. Please turn around and go home. I said, what? I said, but I've left my job. Like, this is supposed to be the big breakthrough. And like, I'm just deep in it because football's starting to get called off. And I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, right, the Euros ain't going to happen. So I'm not going Euros with Copper. So, like, I'm starting to break down. I'm like, yo, like, nothing's going to, it's not going to happen. Like, my year's not going to happen. So I shouted Jojo and like, essentially, I'm going to try and wrap this up in like 2 minutes so we can get to the questions here. But, I'm speaking to Jojo. I've been speaking to Jojo. Jojo's been somebody who's inspired me in my journey, and we both communicate and are obsessed with archiving the Black experience. And we spoke when I was leaving the BBC in November or December when No Signal was called Recess Radio, and I said, I'm going to leave the BBC. I don't know if I want to go back. Like, I won't go back until I get like a a much bigger promotion. But while I'm off and I'm doing my presenting thing, I'm very happy to help you produce Recess Radio. And he was like, yeah, let's do it. And we got Ibrahim from Guap, because again, it's another example of me seeing someone in a big German whip. It was a 2019 plate. We recorded Recess Radio in his studios, and we went out live from there. And he's like, cool, I've got to lock up, I'm going. And he drove off, and Ibrahim was driving his big black Mercedes.
Yeah.
And me and Jojo were like, rah, he got that off a black-owned company he built himself, and he's hiring people now. Like, he's hiring people. Do you know how sick that is?
It's amazing.
Me and Jojo and VI and Hoods, all who work in No Signal team, we turned to each other. And this is November last year. Yo, we need to do that. We used to do what Ibrahim did. That's sick. So we just started like, we're like, yeah, we're going to throw on some quick Recess Radio shows just for our friends. 100 listeners, 200 listeners, literally just for our friends. Like, Bollers tweeted, who can beat 50 Cent? 10 songs for 10 songs. Because the verses conversations come up and they were thinking who would match him. And I'm like, bro.
And when is this now?
Late March, early April.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm thinking, Bolla, like, bare people can beat 50 because I love 50 Cent, yeah, but it's 10 songs. You're basically saying Get Rich or Die Trying, but versus an artist 10 song range. Like 50 don't have a long range, right? And like that's become a big conversation on the timeline, and like people started picking it up and arguing with Bolo or agreeing with him. And Jojo must have seen it, and he was like, guys, this is a sick idea, you know? Like we might as well just run this on Recess Radio. Originally I wasn't even a presenter, it was Henry and this guy Seeps, big up Seeps, hopefully you see him on No Signal Radio soon. But it was them two, and I was producing it. And I remember I was freelancing at Beebs, and like I did my last shift, finished, and I went outside with my laptop and helped produce 10v10 like from outside the building before going home. And like I said, there's only 100 listeners, Kanye versus Jay-Z, yeah. And then fast forward a couple of weeks, we've done Nicki Minaj versus Lil Kim. That's the Barbs have got involved, but they've come for Nicki and they stayed for the vibes. They're like, oh, this is actually a good show. It's like, that must be the first time we touched 1,000, 2,000, maybe 3,000 listeners. We're gassed. We're like, oh, sick. People are starting to like this. This is a good idea. Killjoy J Huff comes and it shuts down. Trending in the UK, #1, all of this. We're thinking, right, we might really have something. Obviously, that just tumbles into Burna Boy and Popcorn. I'm representing that. I'm in the same room with this same microphone. Yeah?
Really?
Yup. And I'm like, this is crazy. Burna Boy and Popcorn are locked into me. Present from my room. This is nuts. And all these times I've been telling people I'm going to be a presenter, I'm going to do it. And these times, slightly in my head, I'm getting a little bit discouraged. I'm like, I'm 27 soon. And obviously I'm doing it to a good level. Big up Represent, I love Represent. But like, I've seen all my friends go off. And do what, like, different things. And I'm thinking, will I make it to the next level? Because these guys will make it. And so many people have made it from Represent. Maybe we can't all make it. Like, let's be real. Like, maybe we can't all make it, innit? Like, Burna Boy and Popcorn has blown up so much. Obviously, WizKid and Vibes happened. 1.4 listeners in total, something. We are suddenly the biggest radio station, or biggest radio show, sorry, in the world. I'm like, rah, this is nuts. Like, it's here. Like, everything, big up everybody who believed in me so far. Like people like Raj, sending me tunes because he's like, bro, like, you believe in the music, that one day you're going to get there. Like, people like Melvin, like Louis, so, who are like, yo, like, I'm going to take you and Joe and put you on test shoots because I know you can do it. Like, people were believing, but like, something wasn't slotting into place, and no signal just happened to just boom. Like, that was just a thing. And now man's doing Observer, man's having these conversations with people, and I'm like, bro, like, it's so mad because I was just doing this for quarantine to stay busy. I was concerned that I wasn't going to have opportunities, that everything was going to be locked off, and I'm here. I'm just here.
Nah, your story's too inspirational, man. And the thing that's even nice about it, you're just at the beginning again. Do you know what I mean? You got a next journey to go on from here as well.
This is the thing, we're still in gear 1. Like, we're still in gear 1. Like, so it's crazy. Like, but now certain doors have opened, and the plan is to open those doors to the man them, and then we all take over, and then it's generational wealth.
Sick.
Oh, come on.
Talk to me about the importance of documenting Black culture.
Wow. Documenting Black culture is important because without it, certain things will not belong to us in future. We can be edited out of history, and it's very easy to rewrite narratives. Growing up, I remember listening to so many different types of music. I was listening to I would listen to indie rock. I would listen to dance music, like electronic dance music. I'd listen to obviously hip hop. I'd listen to R&B. I was listening to everything. But people were like, why do you listen to all these types of music? Like, and I remember one time I must have been playing a rock tune. Somebody was like, why are you listening to that white tune? And I was like, did you know that black people invented rock music? Like, I remember turning to a radio and be like, did you not know that black music people invented rock music? We're calling it a white thing, but it's actually ours. Like, the narrative has been changed. Rest in peace, Little Richard, who died very recently, like last month. The father of rock and roll, he's a black man. Like Chuck Berry, black men. But because of how that narrative got washed, like, people think that rock and roll was invented by white people. That's not the truth of the matter. And we are, like, essentially seeing it with grime right now. Like, so many black people have left grime and so many white people are in grime. I'm not saying that's a bad thing because art is open for people, but the narrative can get rewritten, and then in 20 years, people will be like, right, it's so sick how, like, you know, these white kids from West London invented grime, and we'll be like, huh? Like, and when you don't know your history, be up to you to say know your history, because when you don't know your history, that's when you think you're weaker than you are. Black people, the only part of our history that we learn about and that we are shouted about is slavery. And there's so much more to our history than that. I come from a lineage of kings. Like, and like, I mean that figuratively and literally. Like, my dad, if we were to go to Uganda, if like 4 people were to die, my dad would be the king of the leopard clan in Uganda. Which means I would be, as his firstborn son, I'm the next in line after that. You know what I'm saying? I come from a lineage of kings. But if I leave that to like somebody out on the street, they would just say I come from a lineage of slavery. That's not the truth. Like, there is so much more to black culture, and we need to preserve our culture, because when we know the power we have in our history, that's when we can exercise it to be strong and look out for what we deserve and what we should have today. Like, we are still being treated like slaves. We're still treated like 3/5 of a man, as less than a human being, because that is what the history books say we are, but we're not. And that's why we need to document, we need to archive, we need to make sure that these things are shown and that we're made aware.
And even in what you're saying, in relation to George Floyd's murder, rest in peace, and all that's going on around the world now, how do you feel about everything, just as a black man in his 20s in the UK?
I think this is, rest in power to George Floyd. He was a catalyst, and all the people who have lost their lives in last week, they're catalysts. We've watched black people be killed at the hands of police, but not just police, socio-economic reasons, such as like poor living conditions, living too close to pollution, flipping, all these things that like are no fault of our own, but we can't get any better. Like, if I go to big up my white brethren here, I'm going to use one as an example. If my brethren Tyler goes for a house and I go for a house, he's going to get it before me, but we have relatively the same employment history. You know what I'm saying? So I would have to live in a worse off area, which may give me a worse off chance of life. That's why black people are dying more to COVID-19. Like, seeing people react in the biggest civil rights movement we've ever seen in the world, because that's what it was. It was 50 states in the virtual states in the United States, and 18 countries in the world.
I don't know if that's gone up now. Yeah,
that is the biggest civil rights movement we've ever seen. It's amazing that all these countries have risen up and wanted to be a part of this movement and to talk how Black Lives Matter. I love that. But we need to help people understand what racism is, including systematic and insidious, like little comments and all of this stuff. And we need them to understand that there's more to it than just stop killing us. Like, respect us, see us as equal, all of these things. Like, you need to put us on the same pedestal you see yourselves as flipping equals, so that we can get through life without. I don't want my great grandkids to have to worry about working twice as hard. I remember a conversation, and this is before, my parents have moved me out. This is when I'm still just in primary school. My mum has sat me down. She looked at me. She said, "You are always going to have to work twice as hard as the little white kid in your class to get what I have, and it's not fair because you're smart." And my mum was like, "You're very smart. You shouldn't have to. If anything, you should be on cruise control your entire life, and you will never be. and I was like 7 or 8, bro.
Yeah.
When these words in, I was thinking, I said, what? Like, what do you mean? Like, because I'm a lazy, I was lazy in it. Like, I was like, I just wanted to do what I need to do in it. Like, I'm very much a work smart guy. So I was like, Mom, what do you mean work twice as hard? Like, I want to get it done and like talk nonsense to my teacher. She's like, no, that will not be the way of life. Trust me now. And growing up in life, I've seen it more and more and more, and I don't want that to be my great grandkids' future.
Yeah.
And I understand that this change isn't going to be instantaneous. We're not going to see it today. We're not going to see it. It's not going to affect my little brothers. My little brothers are still going to have to live through racism, but we need to spark the change. So eventually, it
will come. And lastly, before you go, we've got like 3 minutes in the live. What is the importance of No Signal, and how are you guys using your voice in this time in terms of Black Lives Matter and the movement that's going on right now?
The importance of No Signal is that it is a genuinely Black-owned radio station. When I say Black-owned, I mean the core staff is literally 6 of us, and big up the person that actually says it's actually 4 times harder we have to work. Like, that's not most that, but No Signal is the core staff of No Signal is all Black men and women who are actually all youth. We support Black artists, and we're employing Black people. Everyone has a chance to come and like, because when we look at you, we're not looking at that at you thinking like there's a Black youth, like, oh, can we trust him? We're like, yeah, there's just another person. And that is so important. And we're controlling the narrative. Like I said, we're telling our stories and letting that go on, like letting it be shared without having to water it down. And tomorrow we will actually be broadcasting. Well, I'll be broadcasting from Croydon.
Okay.
But the No Signal team will be at the protest at the march, carrying around speakers, talking to people and relaying it back to me. We'll be doing a special show from 2 till 5. Make sure you lock in at the protests. Black Lives Matter. We just wanted to do something that kind of, we didn't participate in Blackout Tuesday in the same way. We had special programming, but we wanted to kind of, we don't need to black out because we're blacked out. We are Black Radio. What does us being silent do? Like, we are the blackout you're looking for, innit? So like, we want to continue that, and we want to support these causes and just make as much greatness as we can for the people. Like,
sick. Guys, drop your claps in the comments. Inspirational stuff, Scully.
Now, big up everybody who logged in to watch, man, because I've got love, especially like all the friends and people who've been with my journey. Like I said, there was times when I didn't believe in myself, but other people did. Like, other people believed in me, and they're like, you can do this. Like, there were times I was so low and I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like, I'm not getting bread. I'm struggling to pay my rent. Like, I've just got to give up. Maybe this wasn't meant for me. And there's people turning around and being like, bro, this is you. Don't worry, you can get there. And like, because of that, I didn't give up, and I'm not there yet. Trust me, I'm not there yet. Like I said,
just the start again. I can see the road now. We're going. Like, we're actually going. Like, we're gonna get gone. Like, so let's move. Like, let's see what we can build. Let's see how many doors we can open up for so many people. I just want to make opportunities for everyone, man. Like, that's what it is. And commission me. If you're listening and you've got power, commission me. Quickly, how can we support you and No Signal going forward?
At No Signal, donate to the No Signal PayPal. You can PayPal me at Is That Scully as well. It is my birthday on Sunday. I'll take it. I'll take donations like Umar Johnson. But for real, like, we just want to stay on air and get money for resources and like get the studio going and all of this stuff. So anything that helps, just please. I'll be putting the link out on my birthday. Yeah. Send some money to No Signal. Keep us on air and tell us what kind of radio programs you would love to hear. Because we can make that. We can go and make that. Like, I'm literally picking up friends who I know have been doing radio at a certain level. I'm like, yo, come do that here. Let's go make that. Let's go make it, put it next level. So
All right. Again, guys, drop your claps. Inspirational stuff. Today's been so sick. MOBO Lowdown and Lockdown. Scully, thank you very much, my bro.
Rob, thank you, because you're another person. I remember seeing you go to Capitol. We had a few conversations and that, and I was like, yo, I rate this guy. Like, and someone like you to be like, I've got belief in you, but you've gone to that next level. Like I said, you're taking that next step. Okay, maybe I can do this. Like,
You can.
like
100%. I got like 15 seconds now, so I'll have to lock off. But thank you, my
love,
G.
man.
Thank
Love,
you.
love, everybody. Everyone be blessed.
Peace. Oh, it's the end of the live. MOBO Lowdown and Lockdown, Friday down. Just about to finish. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.